whiskey on the counter, scrounging for a pack of Camel Lights.
Don, my friend, it's always great speaking with you, but it seems like when I talk to you, it's always in the winter. And I love talking to you about this time of the year because no matter where I am in Toronto, it's always cold where you are. So I am curious, where are you and how cold is it? Because it ain't going to be nothing compared to Toronto.
The cold always follows Don Amero. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and it is -1 here this morning, according to my car, which I've been jokingly called my COVID studio. So yeah, it's -1 here today.
That's like summer weather for you guys.
It is. It's funny because we're in March here right now, and we're so weird here in Winnipeg, right? Because this month could either be +20 or it could be -20, and we could be, sunny and no snow or stuck in a blizzard. So it's that time of year right now.
Wait a minute. I got to check and see what the weather temperature is, because if you're going to try to tell, we're +3. So yeah, you're still colder.
Yeah.
Well, it's great talking to you, man. Look, how are you doing? How's the family doing? Because when we last talked, COVID didn't even exist yet. So with everything that's been happening, how have you been keeping the family together and safe, and yourself too?
Yeah, it's been a little bit, we're driving each other nuts in some ways, but we're happy, we're healthy, and we haven't anybody close in our lives we haven't lost to COVID. So I count that as a blessing for sure. And to be honest, 2020 in my career was probably one of the best years of my career yet, which is strange to say. And yet I'll take it, obviously. It's basically since September too, I've kind of been full on back at the music world stuff, and that's been fantastic. And but and the other thing is I shared this at my Christmas show, is there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's getting brighter. And I feel like since then, every day there's been this more, obviously with the vaccines rolling out and stuff, it's still frustrating. It's still kind of an arduous, slow process, but there's hope, and that's what I've been clinging to.
I know you've been busy though, man, because I know you've been doing a lot of virtual performances. In fact, did you do a Valentine's Day special?
Yeah, A Date with Dawn, I called it.
What was that about, man?
So we did. A friend of mine literally just shot me an email saying, "Hey, my wife and I really want to do something for Valentine's Day. If we foot the bill, would you put on a Valentine's show?" And I was like, "That's an easy yes." And so that started the process, and we did a virtual Valentine's Day show, which kind of made it more, did all the romantic songs that we know, and just had a lot of fun.
Wow, man. What else? What are some of the other good things that have been going on with you during the pandemic?
Yeah, so we released the EP last September, the next chapter it's called, and that's done really well. And literally just this past week, we released our next single, which is it's called "You Can't Always Be 21." And this song is fire, man. Like, it is a massive song. It came from Gordie Sampson, Charles Kelly, Simon Wilcox, and Togs. So 3 Canadian writers and Charles Kelly, and it is a smash hit. I mean, it's funny I'm saying it and it's my song, but it's just, when I heard it, I was like, holy smokes, this is a big song.
Let's talk about the single and what the song is about, and how does it reflect for you in your life? Because if I'm correct, man, you hit the big 4-0.
Hit the big 4 dot. Yeah. I'm now 40. And
you don't look it, man. You don't look it. Let me tell you straight up, you do not look it. I would still put you like, 30 or something like that.
Okay, I'll take any age I can get under 40. I feel like 40 is like that age where they call it, that's like midlife crisis zone. And I feel like I'm on the opposite end. I feel like I'm balanced. I got enough, on my plate for work. I've got enough in my home life with my family, and things are happening, and roof over our heads. We're happy. We're healthy. Like I said before. And so this song it's called "You Can't Always Be 21." And I've been calling this song kind of like it's about the second coming of age. 21 is your first coming of age. The world is your oyster. You can go out and explore and do whatever you want. Well, this is kind of saying the line, if I could say it, it's
Say
got
it.
the swear word in it.
Yes.
Now's the time to get your shit together. And when I first heard that line, I was like, oh, why would they say that? Now I'm going to have the little E beside my name on when you look it up on Spotify or wherever you stream your music. And I was like, no, I've never released an expletive lyric song before. But then I started thinking, like, that really is the line. Like, that's the line with a lot of weight. And if to say anything else just wouldn't have the same sort of wouldn't have the same punch. And so it really has to be that line. We also have the radio edit that says now's the time to get yourself together, but it doesn't carry quite as well as the shit line.
When you're young, you think you're young forever. Out living wild and free, that's how it's supposed to be, yeah. You got the rest of your life to get your shit together. Yeah, so light up the nights, have your day in the sun, 'cause you only live once and you can't always be 21.
No, I hear you, Matt, because I listened to both versions. I absolutely agree with you on that. I mean, let's face it, life is changing constantly. It is changing every day. And I think this song is a good connection with what's going on with the pandemic because there are people who are losing their jobs and they're having tough times. But during this time, no matter what age, this is a good time to, as we just said, get your shit together. This is a good time to learn something new. This is a good time to try something else. But if you're just gonna sit there watching TV and watching social media and moping, you're not getting your shit together. What do you think?
That's exactly what it is for me. Is this song is kind of like there's a call to action, right? It's a call to arms in a way, for people to kind of like get up, do the thing that you've been wanting to do. Don't wait. There's a season in your life where you can kind of like just fly by the seat of your pants and do whatever. But there is a time where it's kind of like, okay, what it is that you go out and do it. Now's the time. And I feel like this song kind of like is like I said about that second coming of age. It's a little bit where I'm at right now. I feel like I've kind of got my shit together, and so the song came to me in a season of my life when I was like kind of right when I needed it, and I think that's why I can really authentically sing this song, and it feels like my song.
Well, I'm just curious though, man, because I want to know a little bit more what's going on with future songs and music and EPs and stuff. But I'm really curious though, man, and what your thoughts have been about 2020 and 2021 with all of these things that have been happening. Every artist that I've spoken to since the pandemic, I've asked this question on their thoughts on Black Lives Matter, the storming of the Washington Capitol, Karens and Kevins, getting the pandemic needles, people saying don't do it, it's going to change your DNA, wear a mask, don't wear a mask. I mean, I can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
13 months, I have never in my lifetime seen so much happening in this course of time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I think about is it really is about every individual, playing their part, and I can't speak for anybody else but myself, and I think that there's a lot of frustration in the world right now, and I think it has to do with the fact that we've all been stuck for a while, unlike we've ever been in generations, right? And I think that causes people to lash out. It causes people to maybe do things that they wouldn't think to have done had they been a little bit more clear-minded, and I guess my thinking too is we all have a role to play in terms of making the world a better place, and I guess I'm always the glass is half full kind of guy anyways, so it may, I'll share this. I feel like as much as there is heaviness and weight in the world, I believe that goodness far outweighs those negative things, and I sort of like I lean on those moments, and for every bad thing that's happening, I think there's a million good things happening that we have to pay attention to, and a good thing happening is literally just sitting down with your family and having a meal. A good thing happening is, being able to spend time with your kids. A good thing happening is being able to get on public transit and get to work. I mean, it's simple things like that, but I think if we forget that there's a lot of beauty still out there, it's easy to just see the doom and gloom of it all. So I guess that's my hope at encouraging folks that there is a lot of goodness still out there, and we just have to perpetuate that, and find ways to get behind the good stuff too.
Amen to that. Now let's get to new music. Will there be more singles coming out? Will there be an EP or an album? And knowing you, virtual performances, and because drive-ins are slowly starting to open up, will there be drive-in performances happening with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to speak to the immediate future because it's still a little bit gray, in knowing exactly what's going to happen. I still got festivals booked. Like I'm booked for Dauphin Country Festival this summer. I'm booked for a festival out in Nova Scotia. They haven't said no. I think everybody's kind of waiting to see, because it seems like this rollout of vaccines is a kind of speeding up. Mm-hmm. And we may be vaccinated by the summertime, maybe I'm not totally sure about that. And if that's the case, then maybe there's a bit more freedom to get together. I've also heard through the grapevine that some big concerts are booking through and coming through later this fall. So this stuff's happening. But for me, yes, I definitely got some singles coming. I'm part of the Top of the Country Sirius XM contest, so we're working towards something for that, probably in May. And videos, we're working on videos, and yes, for sure, we got I think at least 3 more virtual shows we've got planned between now and sort of summertime. And yeah, so there's definitely going to be a lot happening between now and kind of before that July hits.
I'm looking forward to all of this. And also, what about new music? Any more music? EP, album?
Yeah, I'm not sure about an EP yet. I think with the label MDM, I'm sporting the look here on my toque. You can see. We're basically going to focus on one song at a time for now, and I think we're going to follow the trajectory of obviously this new one, You Can't Always Be 21, because we've been looking to kind of break with a song like that for a while, and I think this is the one that's going to open up doors that haven't been opened up yet. And I think that sort of also leads us to our next plan as well, in terms of label and artist relationship and how we want to kind of keep moving forward. So that's still sort of to be revealed, but you can definitely bank on another 2, possibly 2 more singles this year. We're always working on stuff, man. I'm literally writing 2 or 3 songs a week right now, and there's more coming down the line from other publishers and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about the possibilities for this year. It doesn't slow down, that's for sure.
No, just curious though, as we're wrapping this up, even though we can't, this is just straight audio, even though it's a Zoom interview. We're all wearing masks. What's your favorite mask, and why is that one particular one your favorite mask?
Well, I have a couple, and I bought some really nice, Aboriginal artist, Indigenous artist here.
Oh, nice.
She had been this really nice, but it doesn't fit me right, and I'm kind of bummed about that because I just love the look of it. It's really beautiful. I might even have one. No, I don't have one in my car here. But the one I wear around, because I'm a big Jets fan, I'm a Winnipeg Jets mask, and I wear that pretty proudly around town.
Well, I was going to say, the other mask that you were talking about, Canadian Tire has those just plain cloth black or white ones. If you put that on, then you could put the other one on. So, because that's what I've been doing. I've been sort of I've been doing a double mask. So it's like I have the cloth, the plain cloth one around my face, but then I have the designer one over too. So if it shifts around or anything, I'm okay because I got 2 masks. So you can still wear the other one.
I had not thought of that. That's a great tip. I'm gonna explore that.
Try it,
my faith will explore that.
I love the idea of the kind of mask that you're talking about. I wish I could get that. But I tell you something, man, I've already got, like, literally, I'm not lying, I probably have about 40 masks. So I don't know if I gotta get any more. But you know how it is, man. It's what you wear is what you wear on your face, kind of thing. It's gotta match up.
And that's a full load of laundry, man. If you gotta do masks on mask day, it's a full load.
You always end up losing one. It's like a sock. So what are you gonna do? Social media is the place to go, man. Where do we go to follow you?
Yeah, I'm at Don Amero on Instagram. I fly quite frequently over there, at Donald Amero on Twitter, and new to TikTok, the Don Amero.
Oh no! Oh, what are we gonna see on you on TikTok, man?
Well, so far, pretty mild. I've used it. I basically just started it to kind of start promoting You Can't Always Be 21. But I wouldn't be surprised if you catch me dancing on there someday soon.
Okay, well, you're 40 years old. You're allowed to do whatever the hell you want, man. You
Oh, is that
reach.
the rule? Okay.
That's the rule. You hit 40. That's it, man. You're old school. You can do whatever you want and say what you want. You're safe, man. Look.
Okay.
Always a pleasure talking to you, my friend. I wish we could do this in person, but cross fingers that at some point in time that we will. And like I said, man, love the new single, love everything you're doing, love the vibe you're putting out for the rest of us. You be safe, family be safe, and like I said, cross fingers, man. We can talk soon in person.
Back at you, Rudy. I appreciate you, man.